Hello everyone! Today our group will present our discussion about the implementation of content aspect in English learning. And first I will explain about the general about differentiated learning and also the general concept of content. Differentiated learning is a teaching approach that adjusts the materials, processes, and evaluations based on students' needs, interests, and learning profiles. The goal is for each student to learn according to their own pace and learning style. In the content aspect, what we mean is the adjustment of the learning subject or learning materials given to the students. This material can be adjusted without changing the final learning objectives, but adjustments are made in how students access, learn, and understand the content. With content differentiation or with modified content, we provide each student the opportunity to learn according to their own learning readiness, interest, and also learning profiles. Why do we need to modify the content, or why do we need the content differentiation?
Why do we need content differentiation? The reason is because not all students are at the same level of learning readiness. There are students who have basic understanding, prior knowledge, some are more advanced learner, and some need special assistance, students with special needs. By providing the same material without differentiation to all students, it is likely that some will be left behind, feel bored, or even unmotivated. In implementing content differentiation, teachers modify the way the material is delivered to the students. For example, more advanced students can be given material with a higher level of difficulty, while students who need supports can be given simpler material or delivered using different methods. Additionally, content differentiation allows teachers to cater to diverse learning styles such as visual, auditory, or kinesthetic preferences. This ensures that each student engages with the material in a way that suits their individual learning needs. Moreover, differentiation promotes a more inclusive classroom environment where all students feel valued and supported. By adjusting content based on student readiness, interest, and learning profile, teachers can foster greater engagement, improve academic outcomes, and help each student to reach their full potential.
Next, I will provide some examples of learning materials that can be modified according to the needs of each student. Example 1, the junior high school material for grade 8. The subject is English and the topic is descriptive text. The general material, students are taught how to make descriptive text about people, places, or objects. The structure of descriptive text consists of identification, the initial part that introduces the subjects to be described, and description. Explain the physical characteristic, personality, or other characteristics of the subject. For example, the text, my cat is small and fluffy. She has white fur and blue eyes. She likes to play with her toys and sleep on the couch. For material modification, students with prior knowledge or basic understanding focus on making simple sentences about the physical descriptions. The teacher can provide this picture of animal or object, then students are asked to make short description. Example, the cat is black, it has small ears. For advanced learner, challenge them to create more complex descriptive text, such as describing a famous tourist spot or someone they admire by adding more details and sentence variations. Example, the Eiffel Tower is one of the famous landmarks in the world. It is tall and made of iron, standing in the heart of Paris, and at night it shines brightly with lights. And then students with special needs, you can motivate to use pictures with simple instructions. For example, the teacher shows a picture of a cat and students are given a sentence starter that they need to be completed. Example, the cat is blank, it has blank fur. The answer may be the cat is white, it has white fur. Or the cat is orange, it has orange fur.
And for the second example is for the 10th grade of senior high school. The subject is English, the topic is recount text, and the general material is students are taught how to compose a recount text to retell experiences or events in the past. The text structure that will taught are first orientation, second is event and reorientation. In the orientation, this part is include introduction to time, place, and people who are involved in the story. In the event is a series of events that are told chronologically. And the third part is reorientation. Reorientation is the closing of the text, usually containing the author's conclusion or feelings. The example of recount text is, last Sunday I went to the beach with my family. We arrived early in the morning. First we walked along the shore and then we swam in the sea. After that we had a picnic and enjoyed the sunny weather. It was a fun day. And for the material modification, students with prior knowledge or basic understanding will be focused on the use of verbs in the simple past tense. Teachers can ask them to write about everyday experiences using common verbs. For the example, yesterday I played football with my friends and we had fun. For the advanced learner, ask them to write more complex recount text, such as about a longer trip or an experiences that had a lot of details and emotion. They can be asked to write text with longer paragraphs and use a richer variety of vocabulary. For the example, during the summer holiday, I went on a trip to Bali. I visited many beautiful places such as Uluwatu and Tanah Lot. The sunset at the Tanah Lot was breathtaking and I took a lot of pictures. And that is for the students with special needs. We should provide pictures of various activities that students have done, such as playing football, going to the park, and help them to write simple sentences based on the pictures. For the example, last week I went to the park and I played football.
Hi guys, in this video I would like to present the example of differentiated content for high school student, and this example is for grade 3 high school student or grade 12. In this video, the subject is in English, the topic is discussion text, the general material is students are taught how to compose a discussion text to discuss two different points of view on a topic. And the text structures that is taught is first the issue or the introduction to the problem that is to be discussed, and then the argument for and against, that is presenting opinions that support and oppose. And next is the conclusion or recommendation, that is a closing that contains a conclusion or recommendation. And the example text, that is, some people believe that the social media has a positive impact on society, as it helps people connect with each other. However, others argue that it can be harmful because it may lead to addiction and loss of real-life social skills. And then the material modification versus students with prior knowledge or the basic understanding. That is focused on writing simple sentences that support or oppose an issue. The teacher can provide topics that are easy to understand, such as, is watching TV good or bad? And then, for example, watching TV is good because it gives information. It can be bad if we watch too much. And then for the advanced learner, challenge them to write in a more in-depth and complex discussion text on global topics, such as climate change or the impact of technology on society. Ask them to provide a more argumentative opinion with strong reasons. And for example, climate change is one of the biggest challenges of our time. Some believe that it is caused by human activity, while others argue that it is part of a natural cycle. However, the majority of scientists agree that immediate action is necessary to reduce carbon emissions. And then for the students with special needs, give them a simple topic and ask them to choose between two topics or two options with a brief reasons. And provide an easy to follow template to help them write. And for example, I think playing outside is good because it is fun, but some people like to play video games. And with this differentiated learning, you can provide learning experiences that are appropriate to the needs and abilities of each student. Thank you. Hopefully this explanation can help us in implementing differentiation strategies in the classroom. Bye-bye.
So that was it. Do you understand more about content aspect in differentiated learning? Let me know your opinion in the comment down below. And if there is anything different with your opinion, let me know as well. Or any question, you can drop them below. Thank you, and you may see us in another content. Bye bye.